Hello guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Where we're gonna talk about stocks today. I'm gonna talk about what happened in the market today, and I will be going through some stocks. As I said, the topic is must buy top 10 shares. So I'm gonna be talking about that. But before I do, let me just take a clip and listen to my favorite guys, Jim Creamer, which I think is a great technician, and Jeff Marks. Um, really guide you and talk about what is happening in the investment club. So I want to kind of shoot that over to you, and let we take that in. So let me take Jeff explaining the market.
Obviously, we're trying to get bigger in the oils too. And I look, one question about the oils. A lot of people are saying perhaps this is an overcrowded trade. Everyone owns the oils. Everyone loves the oils. But I think a point that we kind of continue to go back on is how small of a percentage it is relative to the S&P 500. Look, Devon Energy, this is a good one to look at today. They were downgraded by Evercore ISI this morning. You're still seeing the stock up 1%. But back to the S&P. Energy is only 4.8% of the S&P 500. That doesn't really sound like an overcrowded trade to me, especially when a lot of these companies still pay outsized dividends. They're still generating records amount of free cash flow. So I disagree with people that are saying this is an overcrowded trade, that energy needs to come down before the market bottoms. So look, we still like Devon Energy. Pioneer, that's a name that we're still looking to buy and get bigger in. Expect a trade alert potentially later today. And so we like the oils. And then just to go back, And then just to go back to what I was saying before, look, margins are being squeezed. Union Pacific margins are getting squeezed in some retailers. What are some other areas where margins aren't being pressured? Well, let's go back to what we heard last week from Salesforce. They actually raised their margin outlook for the full year. And look, you can see Salesforce up 2%. By the way, Jim had an interview with Bill McDermott of ServiceNow yesterday on Mad Money. Really great interview. Really great things about digital transformations and how spending in that industry simply has to continue. So look, I know we're in Salesforce. ServiceNow is who we had last night. Check out that interview because I think it was. I think that could be one reason why we're seeing tech outperform today. And last but not least, I just want to bring up the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference. A lot of updates to the operating system. Look, that obviously these are things that are going to improve the user experience. Buy now, pay later coming to Apple Pay. I think that's important as well. Some of my big takeaways: the new M2 chip for the Mac, very great performance, great things there. Nothing on privacy, third party, which I kind of took that as a positive for Facebook and Alphabet, right? Because we know that privacy, those changes that Apple has been doing, has been a big hit to Meta platforms. I believe we have Jim.
All right, guys. So I just wanted to share that clip with you for a little bit, talking about Apple and Amazon on the other stocks. So we'll get back to some more of those clips in a minute, but I just wanted to share that little clip with you. So what we're going to do just now in a minute, I am going to share my screen, and then we're going to talk about some stocks that I really, really want to discuss with you guys. So as we go here, let's start talking, and we're going to start with Apple. So let's start with Apple. I think that was one of the shares that they talk about. So we go start with Apple, and here we go with Apple. So what we have here, we have Apple screen here. Apple is $148.25. It's a really cheap price for a good company. I also expect, with all the privacy stuff that's been happening with Apple, I expect Apple to drop a little bit. So, but Apple is a wonderful stock. It's a stock that I buy for my kids. They gave a wonderful dividend. And if Apple dropped for some reason, I would be buying more. So Apple is a stock. The number one stock I think you should get into is Apple. And Apple has become a favorite stock with a nice dividend. So we're going to try to keep going. And I want to actually share some more stocks with you. and talk about stocks that you may have heard I talk about before. I talk about one of my, it's hard to call this next stock I'm going to share with you a grocery store. It's more like a club, just like Amazon. And I think as time go on, the stock I'm talking about is Costco, and I expect them to do great things moving forward, guys. So let's kind of move forward, and I have to go through 10 stocks with you, which I think that's 10 of the best stocks that you should be buying right now, guys. So we're gonna keep moving fast, and we're gonna talk about another stock that I love very much, and that stock, as I said before, it is Costco. I still think Costco is on sale at $4.72. I think it's a great investment. They also give a nice dividend. So hey, you guys could get some Costco. And I know as time go on, Costco is on sale. It has dropped with all the stuff that's been happening with Walmart, on Target. A lot of people have been selling Costco. I don't think they should be doing that. And anyone that's selling Costco, I think they're gonna live to regret it. But I think Costco is a wonderful stock. So that's my number 2 stock, which I think you should be buying right now. It is Costco. I said before, we have a limited amount of time, so I'm gonna go through here very quickly. I'm gonna give you another stock, which I think this stock is a juggernaut of a business, and it's Disney. Disney is on sale at $107.40. That's a great. You're getting with Disney. You're getting 3 different type of business. You're getting the Disney cruise. You're getting the parks, and you're getting Disney Plus. I know the stuff with Netflix and all that stuff, but I think with all the different stuff that we're doing, I think Disney remain a huge discount, and you guys should really think about getting Disney. So I think Disney is a wonderful, wonderful stock. You should buy Disney. All right. And then I'm gonna share, we cannot do this without talking about one of my favorite stock again. I mean, I got a lot of favorite stock, and that's NVIDIA. They deal with high performance chip. I think NVIDIA is the future when you talk about intelligence. And I know we got to talk about Meta platform, but I think NVIDIA is the one that is leading the charge. NVIDIA at $188.80. It's on sale again because we had seen tech take a big hit. So NVIDIA is on sale, and it says that's a stock you should buy right now, because if you don't buy that stock, later you may see NVIDIA go up and regret that you didn't buy NVIDIA. So guys, I said before, NVIDIA, wonderful stock. Hey, cannot go wrong with buying NVIDIA. It's just an amazing company. So we talk about Apple, we talk about Costco, Disney, NVIDIA. We're going to talk about another juggernaut, another company that I expect to split very soon is Google. I think Google right now is $2,336.24. I would buy Google before the split. So they're going to do a 20-to-1 split. So one share of that going to give you 20 shares of Google. I think it's a wonderful stock. I think I would buy it ahead of the split. And it's nice once the split comes through, so you can see exactly what it gets. But Google is a company they're going to keep going. They're going to keep rising. So my next stock to buy right now, guys, I say it is Google, or Alphabet as a proper name for it. All right, guys. So that's another wonderful company. I mean, we're just talking about brilliant companies. We're talking about companies that do things. We're not trying to lose any money. So we're going to talk about Disney. And man, I have so many favorite stock to tell you guys about. I mean, this is another company, wonderful company, Chevron. $180 for Chevron. They give a 5% dividend. Another wonderful oil company. As you guys know, with the gas prices right now, oil is at where it's at. I have like 4 oil companies in my portfolio, so you need to get some oil. I mean, they're giving wonderful dividend. Chevron remain a very, very strong company, so you guys should be thinking about buying Chevron. Chevron is just an amazing company. So go get yourself some Chevron, man. Once the stock market open, go get yourself some Chevron. So, and we've been talking about companies that give strong dividends, and I can't talk about it without mentioning Devon. Devon Energy, wow, I got that at a really nice deal, up pretty nice, giving an 8% dividend. So Devon Energy, wonderful company. You can't go wrong if you're just getting into the market and you're just starting to do this. I hope that you're trying to do this because this is where it's at, where you can get in. So I'm thinking Devon is a wonderful company. So we're doing 10 different companies. So I'm trying to hit all the different sectors, and I can't finish it the sectors without talking about healthcare. And I have a wonderful healthcare company that gave a nice dividend. And this company here is AbbVie. As you guys, AbbVie gave a wonderful dividend. It is another wonderful company. They're giving another 5% dividend. So as you can see that I'm looking for company that's give back. So when they report, you get a nice dividend, you get money back. What you could do with that dividend, you could reinvest it, or you could pull some money and just keep building and building and building. And that's how you could build wealth. As I said, our motto here is helping you to build wealth one investment at a time. And right now, AbbVie is a wonderful company because you need to have some healthcare. You know, you want to kind of hit the different sectors. You want to make sure that your portfolio is diversified. So this is another wonderful company. And I cannot talk about companies without talking about another company, which is Procter & Gamble. Amazing company, give a nice dividend, man. I think Procter & Gamble is just super amazing. So I like Procter & Gamble. So guys, these are some of the stocks. I think we hit almost every stock that I wanted to hit. So the last one was Procter & Gamble. So guys, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back to Jim Cramer and Jeff Marks in a minute, and we're gonna let them actually close us off with some words of advice. So guys, you know, so I think that is important, and that's what I want to do right now. So we're gonna go back to this and let's just take it away.
Virtual reality on that end. So those are obviously some of the more longer term initiatives that we have going on. Can we pull up the chart next? So we saw Devon Energy. Can we see Pioneer next? Pioneer Natural Resources, PXD. Can we get that one up? So we have Chevron. Obviously, Chevron's up nice today. Pioneer up to, again, this is one of the ones we are looking to add into. Yes, our portfolio, we're very overweight energy. It's about 10.5% of the portfolio right now, but we still like Pioneer. I know Jim spoke a lot about the initiation last Thursday on our monthly meeting. Remember, this is the one, they have pure upside to higher oil prices, right? They have no hedges on their books for this year. So when oil moves from 115 to 120, the Pioneer is obviously going to be the big winner here. Do we have Jim back on? Jim, thank you. Thank you, Jim. What do you think about Pioneer?
Oh, I have. This is one of those where I've insisted that we buy more. And the reason I have is because we're seeing interest rates actually go down. I believe that we may be approaching a moment where the longer term interest rates stop going higher because we're seeing a glut in inventory when it comes to retail. We're seeing the possible glut in housing if rates continue to go up. The only thing we don't have, the only thing that hasn't come down is oil. So we have to take advantage of that and be able to make our stand. And Jeff and I think people should always know how money management works. Jeff and I go back and forth. And we didn't want to buy something that's well above our basis. As you know, we care tremendously about our basis, but Pioneer wants to have the biggest yield in the S&P, and they will accomplish it. I do want to add, in addition to Jeff's excellent commentary, is that we're out here in San Francisco to try to figure out what's really going on. And when we talk to people, like when we talk to Bill McDermott from ServiceNow, we realized, something, business is very good there. And there's a stock that's still down 22% for the year. And that's a great opportunity. We had CrowdStrike last night, George Kurtz telling a really, really good story. The stock is up $8, but it has considerable room to run because it was at 298. Now it's only at 177. And then I'll give you a little heads up because, for subscribers, Palo Alto is going to be speaking tonight. And I think Palo Alto is going to tell an exceptional story about where they are versus the rest of the industry. So I think that only up 3 is a good opportunity. But here's why I'm really on.
All right, guys. I actually wanted to share that with you. As you can see, that what these guys are saying is that oil is where it's at. So we talk about Chevron, we talk about Devon, and I talked about Pioneer last week, so I didn't think I need to mention Pioneer. But these are the 3 top oil. If you want, you could look at Coterra also, and Coterra deals with natural gas. So you want to get into these stocks and you want to make that investment. So that is some of our top 10 best stocks to buy right now. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe. But just before I go, I want to recap the stocks that I talk about because I think it's that important. So we have Apple, Costco, Disney, Nvidia, Chevron, AbbVie, Devon, Procter & Gamble, which is PG, Google. Oh, I didn't mention Amazon. Amazon is still a wonderful stock to buy. So these are my top stocks to buy right now, and Pioneer Natural Resources. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you're finding value in this video, please subscribe. We'll be doing this every night where we give you value, as I said, helping you build wealth one investment at a time. Anyway, see you on our next meeting tomorrow night. See you here at 11:30 where we discuss the market. All right, guys.